This episode of Test Drive is made possible by RateMyEV.com.
Welcome back to PRN Test Drive. I'm your host, Nile, and today we're taking a look at this 2026 Porsche Macan 4. This is a vehicle I actually had booked like 3 or 4 weeks ago, but timing didn't work out. I wasn't able to take it home, but we do have the opportunity to drive it here at the AJAC Test Fest. This is an annual event for member journalists to be able to drive some of the most popular cars here in Canada back to back, not only to see how they compare, but also for our ratings when it comes to the Canadian Car of the Year. So we're going to be showing what you need to know on our first drive here with the Porsche Macan 4, everything about this electric vehicle and everything inside, outside, and on the road. So let's get started. All right, we're on the road now in the Porsche Macan 4. This is a vehicle that, like I said, I was supposed to have it like a couple months ago. It didn't work out, but it's a vehicle I was really excited to try. And then when I heard it was going to be here at AJAC's Test Fest, this is the annual event for all of the member journalists to be able to come out this year back in Orangeville, Ontario, to test a bunch of popular vehicles here in Canada back to back. When I heard Porsche was going to be here, I got pretty excited. So I'm happy to finally be driving this. It's fully electric, and much like we talk about here on Test Drive, when it comes to electrification, I look for vehicles that effectively look exactly like their gas counterparts. And that's effectively what Porsche has done here with the Macan. I mean, this is identical to what the gas variant would be, but this one's fully electric. And it's a different approach than about half of the manufacturers, because when you think about it, most of the electric brands have a compact electric crossover vehicle at this point. Genesis with the GV70, it's effectively a GV70 with an electric power plant. You've got the new Cadillac Optic, which Victor just featured. That's a small crossover. It's completely based on GM's Ultium platform. It doesn't replace any gas variant. You've got the BMW iX3. We don't have that here in Canada as of filming this. The iX that I just featured a couple months ago, it's like a midsize. It doesn't quite fit in the segment. And then the Mercedes-Benz EQC, which, again, I don't even think they offer that here yet. You know, most of the brands are starting to come out with options in this segment, but I think it's a really sweet spot when it comes to an electric vehicle, because that's what people are buying, right? You know, yeah, if you need more room, you get the bigger vehicles, but for the most part, this is a great option for a daily driver. Now, I drove a Porsche Macan many years ago with one of our partners that we were doing at the time in Quebec. It wasn't a new one, but I can tell you that driving this and driving that, it is a very similar experience. I mean, you want that prestige that comes with buying a Porsche, and I can definitely feel that. Yes, they've effectively removed all the buttons. You do have sort of a touch capacitive thing here for your HVAC controls, and then everything else is in the screen. You've got a digital cluster, a couple little buttons on the steering wheel, but for the most part, I mean, you are looking at a fully digital experience now, and that's what we're seeing across the board, right? Everybody's doing it. There's no such thing as physical buttons. Soon it's going to be a premium. I think we've talked about that before, where soon the manufacturers will start to put physical buttons back in their cars and say that it is a bespoke luxury feature to have tactile interface with your vehicle. But, you know, if everything works well, it's set up, maybe you don't have to worry about it too much. At least the HVAC stuff is there. That's really what's important. But I want to talk a little bit about the drive and the ride and my experience here. This is just a first drive with the Porsche Macan. A couple things to note right off the bat. It's extremely quiet, extremely smooth, and very comfortable. While these seats are a little firm, they are very supportive. Now, the B-roll you're seeing is going to be different than the vehicle I'm driving. One of the other nice things Porsche Canada has done here, they've brought 3 vehicles that we can drive, and then 3 vehicles that are more or less the same, just different color schemes, that we can film the static B-roll and stuff. So this one's like a purple exterior with the purple interior. I'm actually digging it quite a bit. I know it's super dark. We picked an awful day to be able to film this, but it is purple, so I'm digging it. I like it. Is it my first choice? Not necessarily, but Porsche has a plethora of choices when it comes to customizing your vehicle. You effectively build it the exact way that you want. That's why, for the most part, I mean, every Porsche is unique. It's its own custom build. So if you don't like the purple, just get one of the other color choices they've got. But anyway, ride, super nice. Interior, very spacious. Everything works well. Everything's in a good position too. I mean, it's a compact vehicle. I feel comfortable. I've got enough space here. I like it. Now, let's take it for a little bit of a launch here, because I am curious to see how this does. So let's change the drive mode to sport mode, as you would expect. Now, I'm not going to do launch control. I don't know if it has it. Let's just mash it. Holy Christ, that's fast. That is pretty quick. And keep in mind, this is the Macan 4. This is the four-wheel drive, effectively the base model. You can get much more performance out of these vehicles. But yeah, I like it so far. I mean, it's pretty comfortable, pretty quick, pretty quiet. Hey, I want to interrupt you real quick, Nile, not to lose your train of thought, but I got to remind our viewers of RateMyEV.com. They are the sponsor for our electric vehicle coverage here on Test Drive, and especially so here at Test Fest. If you are in the market for a new electric vehicle or even a used one, but you want to know a little bit more than we can tell you here on Test Drive in the 20 minutes that we're talking to you, then you got to go to RateMyEV.com, where owners will give their honest feedback of how their vehicles have been to live with. Maybe they've loved them, maybe they haven't, but there's detailed information on that website to give you a better picture when it comes to buying your next electric vehicle. And we also invite owners who haven't necessarily reviewed their vehicle to put it on RateMyEV.com to give others the benefit of your experiences, whether they're good or bad, so that others know a little bit more about their electric vehicles coming from somebody who knows them best, the owners. So big thanks to RateMyEV.com for sponsoring this content. And now back to Nile in the Macan. Now, one of the things that we're doing here too at Test Fest is we have a little driving course here. So we're going to take the Porsche, because this is something that a lot of people complain about when it comes to electric vehicles. They feel that they don't perform the same way as a gas car would. So we're in sport mode. Oh yeah, pretty good acceleration there. It is raining, so I don't really want to push it too hard, but man, those brakes are good. Oh yes. So, you chuck it in. I mean, it takes it pretty darn well for an electric vehicle. And then we do like an emergency turn there. Oh yeah. Heavy braking, slalom. You can tell I'm a professional. I haven't hit one cone because I'm very good at this. I'm very, very good. Okay, we're going to go scary time now, guys. We're going to go. Oh, my God. And then we're going to brake. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could go quicker, but I am not crashing this thing. It is heavy on the bottom, though, right? So, actually handles extremely well. Oh, yeah, it's not liking it, though. It's like, you're coming out of the lanes there, buddy. Yeah, but in reality, I am not. Oh, yeah, man, that's good. That is good. This is an SUV, folks, if you didn't notice. Oh, I mean, we're sending it. Oh, it's not the greatest course, though, in the sense that the road's kind of crappy. Oh, that was good. Wow. See, unexpected things. I wasn't expecting that to handle as well as it did. I've taken a couple of the vehicles on this course so far, and I've been thoroughly impressed by them. And the course, even though it's a couple, like 1.5 minutes in length to do the whole thing, that's still, challenging enough. That was good. All right, that was fun. We'll do a little rip here. We just did a whole bunch, but oh man, this has been fun. I like this. I like this quite a bit. But then, comparing it to something like the BMW iX that I did, is it more fun? I think so. I think I'm leaning towards this. Plus, you've got different motor choices, right? You can go up, get even more performance. So if you're having this much fun with just the regular version, you can only imagine how much better things can get if you want like a truly performance-oriented EV in this segment. Gives you something to think about. But that'll do it for me with this car. If you have any questions about it, I will try my best to get it booked down the road. But if you have any questions that we didn't touch on here, again, this is just a first drive, so let us know. We'll try to compile them, and then if we have our chance to drive this vehicle again for a longer period of time, we will try to answer all those questions for you. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you haven't subscribed, please thumbs up and subscribe. Gotta click that button. We need your support to make more content like this happen, make it worthwhile for the manufacturers to give us cars like this. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. Launch it! Oh my god, okay, that wasn't as fast, but still. This is good. That was fine.